Tell me honestly, if you practice honesty, would you tell the world that you're everything I thought you'd be? Would you take you back? Would you cut you loose? If you were wearing these boots, baby, what would you do to you? Would you love you? Would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie and say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do?
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go on Thursday night. Return starts at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Spins out of one stop. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. He completes it in traffic. This is ahead for about 5. David Long getting to the spot that time.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Has a man, it's Brown. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first down, Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They'll throw again. Nix. He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He's got a gain of 6 there. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Nix from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And they send a man in motion. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Traymon Smith back deep for the Broncos. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Broke through the tackle. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Nix now to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air, Nix after the pick. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finding Reynolds. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Nix with it on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And the man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up those just like that. Oh, those linebackers, they seem to be in the thick of every play, and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Throw complete to Williams. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Nix. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They run the counter with Dobbins. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. 1st down play nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on third down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Third down run by Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Jets move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Nick's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That was just thrown away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They send the tight end in motion. This is Sutton working the right side. And he reaches the 35 before going out. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Nix. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the pistol, it's Herbert. They left him wide open. It's complete. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and 10, Herbert. Now he's past the 25. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
First down from the red zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
Herbert throwing again. On the move, headed right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second and 8. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On first and 10, here's Nix. Completed to Reynolds. By him. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give to Dobbins to start the third. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. And, oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Oh, now a lateral, and it's loose. And the Broncos corral it. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Williams has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Broncos 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Complete out to the right. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. It's a give here for Dobbins. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Running it again with Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 40. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Throw left side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. Room to run inside the 20. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13. We've reached the end. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing now, Herbert. Touchdown, LA! Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead.
Broncos 14.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Nix from the gun. Buys time, rolling. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. On third down, here's Nix. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the... He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They'll throw again. Nix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. They get 27 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Working inside the red zone. Completed to his running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Give to Williams from the gun. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
One defender failed, while his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Now Nix on 3rd down. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple. In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage. But stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely throwing it away.
This ball's caught by Palmer. Still has some space inside the 35. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Running for it with Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Herbert from the gun. Getting out to his left. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers close to avoiding that winless season. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They snap it to Herbert. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And they get a touchdown. Defense scores and gives them some small hope here. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game. Now with almost 2 minutes left, they're lining up for an onside attempt they need to recover. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. Needed to try it. We all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And they bring him down around the 34. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Chargers will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here he is to throw. That throw finds Johnston. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Here we go with Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. Now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock, but by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
We see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. To throw. Chased out to his right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.